Hello students, let's continue with practice set 3.6 of polynomials, wherein we are learning to factorize polynomials. We have started with rules of factorization, that is rules of splitting the middle term and finding the factors. So let's continue with practice set 3.6. Factorize the following polynomials. Now, earlier video where we saw the problems were simple, short, given in trinomials. Now here, this also is a trinomial but looks little complex. So what we have to do is, we have to first convert it into a proper quadratic polynomial so that we are able to factorize it. So this particular term looks same, x square minus x square minus x. It looks same. So what we have to do is just put something for this term. Then we will be back with simple sums like how we did in the previous practice set, right? Previous video. So we just let x square minus x is equal to m. So just put m wherever there is x square minus x. Okay, so then this polynomial will become m square minus 8m plus 12. M square minus 8m plus 12. See, it became so short and small. Now you know how to factorize this. Coefficient of the first term is 1 and the last term is 12. So we have to basically factorize 12. So we have to factorize 12 and get the factors in such a way that after adding I should be getting 8. Last term sign is positive. So after adding I should be getting 8. 6 2s are 12 and 6 plus 2 gives me 8. Okay, and middle term sign should be given to both the factors now. Minus 6 minus 2 will give me minus 8. So minus 6 minus 2. So I split and I get this, I split this middle term 8m minus 8m as minus 6m minus 2m. Now what do we have to do is, we have to group them into two twos. Now from the first group I can take m common. So when I take m common from the first group, what remains inside the bracket is m minus 6. And when I take minus 2 common from these two, what remains inside the bracket again is m minus 6. So m minus 6 bracket is common. So I will get, from the first group I take m common, what remains here is m, what remains here is minus 6 because this m has gone out. From next I take minus 2 common, what remains here is m, what remains here is 2 6 are 12. So what remains here is 6 and minus minus plus, I get plus 12. So whenever there is minus sign outside the bracket, sign inside should change. This was plus, this became minus. So the factors here now are m minus 6, m minus 2. M minus 6, m minus 2 are factors. So we don't have to stop here because our question is in terms of x. So answer also we have to give it in terms of x only, not in terms of m. So now whatever we have assumed, we have to resubstitute. So substituting for m, what we have assumed, x square minus x as m, no? So x square minus m x. So wherever there is m now, we'll be putting back x square minus x. Resubstituting the value of m is equal to x square minus x, we get x square minus x. So this we write as it is, and its factors would be, just write x square minus x minus 6 and here x square minus x minus 2. So these are the factors. Now just check if here we can further factorize this. Can we find the factors of 6 which after subtracting will give me 1? Yes, I can. 3 2s are 6 and 3 minus 2 gives me 1. Factors of 6, if I have to find, 3 2s are 6. After subtracting I have to find, right? After subtracting 3 to the 6, and 3 minus 1 gives me 1. There is minus sign, middle term has got minus sign, has to be given to the greater number. So that's going to be minus 3 plus 2. Okay, so the factors will be x minus 3, x plus 2. Okay, and this side 2 is there. I have to find the factors of 2, which after subtracting should give me 1. So that is going to be 2 ones are 2, and 2 minus 1 gives me 1. Now this is minus, has to be given to the greater number. This is minus and this is plus. Okay, so what will I get? This minus 6 is minus 3 into 2, and minus 2, the factors are minus 2 into 1. So I get the factors here as minus 3x plus 2x. This middle term is split as minus 3x plus 2x, and this middle term minus x is split as minus 2x plus x. Minus 2x plus x gives me minus x, and minus 3x plus 2x gives me minus x. So if you are confused with the rules of addition and subtraction, students, please get back to the video wherein I have explained the rules of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and get your rules clearly first. Understand the rules clearly and fix them properly in your mind. Otherwise you will not understand these sums of factorization. Okay, now we have to group them into two twos like this. From the first group we can take x common. Okay, x has gone out, so what remains here is x minus 3. And from this group we can take 2 common, so what remains here is x minus 3. So x minus 3 bracket is common. From here what we can take is x common, and what will remain inside is, see, I'll do it this way, take x common, so what remains inside is x minus 3, plus from here take 2 common, so what remains inside is x minus 3. And now from here take x common, what remains here is x minus 2. Now here there is nothing common, so we take 1 common, x minus 2. Okay, so here we get x minus 3, take x minus 3 common now, so x minus 3, x plus 2, x minus 3, x plus 2. And here we will get x minus 2, x plus 1. Alright, so these are the 4 factors of the polynomial. Okay, so what have we done? From these two we have taken x common, x minus 3 is remain inside, and from these two we have taken 2 common, x minus 3 is inside. From here we are taking x common, x minus 2, x minus 2. So these are the 4 factors we get: x minus 3, x plus 2, x plus 1, x minus 2. Let's proceed to the next sum. Now here also we will try to substitute and make this complex polynomial little simple. Okay, now here 5x minus 25, I can take 5 common outside the bracket, and we will get x minus 5 like this polynomial. So see, what do? We have just taken the 5 common outside, so what remains inside the bracket here is x minus 5. Now this x minus 5 is same, so we will substitute that x minus 5 as m. You can substitute any other letter if you want, y, p, q, anything that you want, but anything apart from x. You cannot take x because x is already there in this. Okay, so let x minus 5 as m. So then this, when we substitute m, this polynomial becomes x minus 5 square minus 5x minus 25 minus 24 will become m square minus 5m minus 24. Now this is quite simple, looks quite simple, right? Now we have to factorize this 24 because here the coefficient is 1. We have to factorize 24 in such a way that after subtracting, see last term sign is minus, after subtracting I should be getting 5. So think of those factors of 24 which after subtracting should give me 5. Just think for 2 minutes. Eight threes are 24 and 8 minus 5, 8 minus 3 gives me 5. Factors are 8 threes are 24 and 8 minus 3 gives me 5. Middle term sign should be given to the greater number. So we split this middle term 5m as minus 8m and plus 3m. Now group them into two twos. From the first group we take m common. So what remains inside is m minus 8. And from here we take 3 common. So again 3 8s are 24. So we get m minus 8. So m minus 8, m minus 8 bracket is common. This m minus 8 bracket we take it outside. So we get m minus 8, m plus 3 as the factors. Now what do we do? Resubstituting. Resubstituting m is equal to x minus 5. Resubstituting the value of m we get. So wherever there was m we have resubstituted x minus 5. So x minus 5 minus 8, x minus 5 plus 3. Now minus 5 minus 8 minus minus similar signs add and give the same sign to the answer. 8 plus 5 13, so x minus 13, and different signs subtract, minus 2. So x minus 13, x plus 2 are the factors of the given polynomial. Earlier sum we got 4 factors, here we have got 2 factors. Next one, x minus 6x, x square minus 6x, x square minus 6x. Put this as m, first step. First step we'll put that as m. So when you put this as m, you get m square minus 8, m plus 8. 8 is outside the bracket, m plus 8 minus 64. Okay. So multiply this 8m inside the bracket. 8m, 8 8s are 64. Minus 64 that will be. So 64 minus 64 minus 64. Similar signs. Similar signs we add that, and that is going to be minus 128. Okay. So now we have simplified the polynomial. Now we have to factorize this 128 in such a way that after subtracting I should be getting 8. And the factors of 128 are 16 8s are 128 and 16 minus 8 is 8. Middle term sign is given to the greater number minus 16 and 8 is positive. So split this middle term 8m as minus 16m plus 8m. So we get m square minus 16m plus 8m minus 128. Take m common from these two. We take m common. So we get m minus 16 plus we take 8 common from here. We get m minus 16. So m minus 16, m minus 16 bracket is common. Take it outside. So we get m minus 16, m plus 8 as the factors. Now resubstitute the value of m here, x square minus 6x. So we have done the resubstitution, x square minus 6x in place of m. Now see if we can factorize this further. factorize 16 in such a way that after subtracting I should get 6. Okay, so 8 2s are 16 and 8 minus 2 is 6. And this side 4 2s are 8 and 4 minus 2 is 6. So we have factorized 8 and we have factorized 16. And we have splitted the middle term here, minus 6x, and is written. Now group them into two 2's like these and find the common factors. From these two we will get x as the common factor, and what will remain inside is x minus 8. And from these two, plus 2 is taken common and x minus 8 we will get. From here x is taken common, what will get? X minus 4. And from here also minus 2, x minus 4. So let's see, we will get the 4 factors as x minus 8, take x minus 8 common, plus x plus 2. So we will get the 4 factors as x minus 8, x plus 2, x minus 4, x minus 2. Okay, now we have x square minus 2x plus 3, and here x square minus 2x plus 5 minus 35. Now here we will take x square minus 2x, x square minus 2x as m. Put that as m. So that's going to be m plus 3, m plus 5 minus 35. Now we will multiply these two brackets. Break one of the brackets and we will try to get the quadratic polynomial. I am trying to multiply these two first. So I have broken the first bracket, or the first m plus 5 plus 3 m plus 5. And this 35 will remain as it is, minus 35. So that's equals to m square plus 5m plus 3m plus 5 3s are 15 minus 35. Okay, so 5m plus 3m is 8m. So m square plus 8m, and here subtract and see how much do you get. So that's m square plus 5m plus 3m plus 15 minus 35. So 5 plus 3 is 8 and 15 minus 35 is minus 20. So now we have got the quadratic polynomial here. We have to factorize 20. Now we have to factorize 20 in such a way that after subtracting I should get 8. After subtracting I should get 8. So think of such factors of 20 which after subtracting will give me 8. Ten 2s are 20 and 10 minus 2 gives me 8. Middle term sign is plus, has to be given to the greater number. So we will get 10m minus 2m. So this 8m will be splitted as 10m minus 2m. Now group them into 2's like this and take m common from the first. When we take m common, we get m plus 10 over there, and from here we take minus 2 common, we get m plus 10. M plus 10, m plus 10 bracket is common, take it outside, we will get m plus 10, m minus 2. Now we have got the factors, so we will resubstitute for m, x square minus 2x. Resubstituting the value of m as x square minus 2x, we get x square minus 2x plus 10, and in the other bracket x square minus 2x minus 2. Now further see if we can factorize 10, and after adding we can get 2. Any factors of 10? Factors of 10 would be 5 2s are 10. But no factors of 10 after adding will give me 2. That is not possible. And factors of 2 after subtracting should give me 2. That also is not possible. Okay, so we will have to keep it over here till here only, because further it is not possible to get the factors. So when it is not possible to get the factors, we can stop there only. So these are the sums which are omitted from this particular chapter. Hope so the video was helpful to you, and if it was, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much once again.